Today, I'm going to show you how I generated over $250,000 in revenue last year just with one of my stores in dropshipping. I'll be revealing my total sales and the entire strategy I used from project research to leveraging Google Ads so you can replicate my success. So let's get right into it and give you some context. I started dropshipping 4 years ago, and to be honest, it was a long journey. It was really tough at the beginning, but I went all in from day one because I knew it was possible to make a living from this. I immediately focused on SEO and Google Ads because I found it easier to sell a product to someone searching for it on internet instead of trying to sell on social media to cold customers. So, the current store that generated over $250,000 last year is one of the stores I started way back in 2019. At first, it wasn't making much revenue, but as the months went by and I applied the right strategies, the website gained in popularity and climbed higher in the Google rankings. Now, it's been running on autopilot for years without almost needing any works. Honestly, in the beginning, it was just a dropshipping store that I didn't plan on keeping long term because I wasn't really interested in the niche, but after about 6 months, I started getting a lot of sales without any efforts or any ads, just organic sales through Google searches. That's why I started to refocus on this store and scale it by adding more projects and content, building a community around it, and transitioning into a brand. With the initial revenue I earned without spending any ads, I could reinvest and test other marketing channels. I tried TikTok ads, Facebook and Instagram ads, without much success, and it was with Google Ads that I got the best results, and it became my second main source of traffic after the SEO. For the past 2 years, the store has been running only with Google Ads and SEO in the French-speaking market, including France, Belgium, Canada, Switzerland, and Luxembourg. Now, without wasting any more time, I will show you my results live on my computer. Okay, so as you can see, I made my first few sales in 2020, and the number of orders gradually increased. By the end of the first year, we hit a total of $50,000 in sales thanks to an outstanding Q4. If we take a look at my Google Ads account, I only started running ads in October, and for this first year, I spent less than $500 to get my very good results. With a profit margin above 50%, you can imagine how profitable my business has become without relying too much on ads. But this is also thanks to my SEO. If we use SEMrush, you can see the estimated organic traffic I received. Initially, it was very low, and then the tool estimated around 4,000 visitors per month in November and December, which is very good for a first year. Then that number has skyrocketed to between 20 and 40,000 visits per month. On this chart, we can see a slight decrease in the organic traffic numbers this last year, and that's because I lost few positions on Google. Indeed, I was happy with my results. I stopped working on the sites and stopped adding new content. However, it's very important to show to Google that we are active, consistent, and offering high quality content in order to maintain the top positions. Now let's move on to 2021. This was the year when my SEO results reached the top. I generated over $200,000 in sales. And if we check my Google Ads account, I spent here around $25,000. On SEMrush, the estimated organic traffic reached nearly 40,000 visits during the best months. So on my shop, with a conversion rate at 1% and an average order value at $50, it results in around 400 orders per month and then $20,000 in sales, so a profit of more than $10,000 after shipping the products to the customers, which is very good. However, you might notice that the conversion rate is quite low at just 1%. This is because in order to achieve such a high number of organic visits, I have several information blog posts about my niche. Then the visitors who discover the site through my blog article don't initially come with the intention of purchasing a product. Of course, there are strategies to convert cold traffic into customers, and I'll be revealing them in future videos. So if you want to know more about these tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Now let's take a look at the figures from the most recent year. Last year, I made over $250,000 in sales. As I mentioned earlier, my organic traffic had decreased, and in response, I spent more in ads. You can see on my Google Ads account, I spent approximately $45,000 on my Google Ads. Now, the shop has been running consistently, generating between $10,000 to $20,000 in sales every month. And during the Q4, these numbers double or even triple, reaching over $50,000 per month. Now that I have shared all my results with you, I'll explain exactly how I was able to generate these figures. First of all, it's essential to know that my store isn't a one product store. In fact, I have a lot of products on my website with over 400 or 500 products currently listed. I know that many people recommend to have a one product store, but my success has come for sure from having a large variety of products. Of course, you don't need to start with 400 projects right away. You can begin with 30 or 40 projects depending on your niche. However, over time, it's essential to expand your project collection if you want to achieve better ranking on Google. If you're planning to use Google Ads, create at least 3 or 4 collections of your niche and fill each collection with a minimum of 10 products. This approach minimizes risk while testing products and offers more choices to your customers. For this shop, I mainly use the Performance Max campaign. It's really powerful, but if you're just starting a new website, you won't have enough data to use it correctly. That's why I recommend to use the standard shopping campaign if you're a beginner or have a low budget. The algorithm takes into consideration your product description when displaying your ads. Therefore, it's crucial to write really good content to optimize your Google Shopping, but it will also improve your website's SEO. Of course, you can find some one-product store and general stores that perform exceptionally well with Google Ads, and this can be an excellent solution. However, if you're looking for long-term SEO results, you will need to add more products to your website and stay in one specific niche. Another factor that has contributed to the success of this shop is the fact that I have been extremely consistent with adding new products. In the beginning, I added a lot of projects every day, which made me an expert of this field, so Google could trust me and put my content in higher rankings. This is still what I'm doing for all my new stores because, like I said before, Google's algorithm appreciates having high quality content updated regularly, and having an optimized SEO will significantly help you to achieve better results in SEA. One last thing to mention is that even if I don't use ads on social media, I think it's really important to create an account on this platform and publish some content about your niche. That's exactly what we did, and now we have a great community on Instagram. We also receive a lot of views on Pinterest and TikTok. Even if it doesn't generate sales, just having some clicks and visitors through these platforms where you put the link of your shop will be helpful to gain trust from Google. It will show to the algorithm that you are a legitimate person to talk about this specific niche. Now you know how I generate over $250,000 per year with one of my shops. You can replicate my strategy and achieve similar results. Of course, this video could have been much more detailed, but I wanted to give you an overview. So if you want more information, just leave a comment below, ask me any question, and I will create a new more detailed video in response. There will be a complete and totally free course on my channel, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss it, and see you next week.